You are exactly where you need to be. Angel says, walk forward in faith. Even when you do not see the way, even when the road seems uncertain, trust that you are being led. You are not walking alone. You never have been. Rise, my child. Rise in love, in truth, in light. You are here for a reason. You are needed. You are loved beyond measure. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child, I know that at times, you feel as though the weight of the world is too much to bear. Life can seem overwhelming, and it is easy to become lost in the noise, in the challenges, and in the doubts that crowd your mind. But I want you to remember that you are not defined by the circumstances around you. You are defined by the strength of your spirit, by the love you carry within you, and by the light you bring to the world. No matter how heavy the burdens may seem, you have within you the ability to carry them, to transform them, and to rise above them. You are not weak for feeling tired or overwhelmed, for it is natural to face moments of exhaustion and uncertainty. But in those moments, remember that it is okay to pause. It is okay to take a breath and give yourself the space to rest and recharge. Do not be hard on yourself for needing time to heal, for it is in the stillness that you often find the clarity and strength you need to move forward. Your journey is not a race. It is a process, and it is okay to take it one step at a time. My dear child, never forget that you are deserving of love, kindness, and compassion, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are a unique, beautiful expression of the divine, and your worth is not dependent on external factors. Even when you cannot see the way ahead, know that the divine is always supporting you, always leading you toward the right path. Do not be afraid of uncertainty. It is in the unknown that you discover your true strength. When you cannot see the next step, trust that you are being led toward growth. The steps may not always be clear, but every step you take is part of a much bigger picture. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment, and every experience, every challenge, is shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Trust that you are being guided toward your highest good, even when it feels like you are walking in the dark. My dear child, I know that you sometimes question your worth, especially when you face challenges or setbacks. You may feel that you are not enough, that you are not capable of reaching your goals, or that you are not worthy of love and happiness. But I want you to remember, with every fiber of your being, that you are enough. Your worth is not dependent on your achievements, your successes, or the opinions of others. Your worth is inherent. It is in your very being. You are worthy of love, happiness, and success simply because you exist. Do not let the voices of doubt and fear convince you otherwise. Those voices are not the truth. The truth is that you are loved unconditionally, and that love does not depend on anything you do or don't do. You are already whole, already perfect in your imperfection, and there is nothing you need to prove to anyone. You are worthy, always. My dear child, I also want you to understand that you are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. Life can sometimes feel overwhelming, and it is easy to feel that you have to solve every problem, fix every situation, and make everything right. But that is not your burden to bear. You are not alone, and you do not have to do everything by yourself. The divine is always by your side, offering you support, love, and guidance. You are part of a larger, interconnected web of existence, and you are always supported by the love and care of those around you, both seen and unseen. When the weight of the world feels too heavy, reach out for help. There is no shame in asking for support and leaning on others when you need to. Just as you are there for others in times of need, others are here for you. You are part of a greater whole, and it is in the sharing of burdens that you find strength. You are not alone in this journey, and together we lift each other up. My dear child, you may sometimes feel that you are not making progress, that your dreams are too far away, or that the things you want are out of reach. But I ask you to remember that progress is not always measured in big, visible steps. Sometimes, the greatest progress is made in the quiet moments, in the small shifts within your heart and mind. It is easy to become discouraged when you cannot see the results of your efforts right away, but trust that every small step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. The universe does not always work on our timeline, but its timing is always perfect. Trust that what is meant for you will come, and that you are always moving in the right direction, even when it doesn't feel like it. The seeds you plant today will blossom in time, and even if you do not see them growing now, trust that they are taking root beneath the surface. Keep moving forward, step by step, and trust in the divine timing of your life. Inside of you is a wellspring of power, a light that cannot be dimmed, no matter how dark the world may seem. You are capable of overcoming all things, not by force or might, but by the strength of your spirit. There will be moments when you stumble, when you fall, but remember that it is not in falling that you lose your way. It is in getting back up, in choosing to rise again, that you become the person you are destined to be. Every time you rise, you grow. Every time you face a challenge, you become more than you were before. Know this: you are on a journey of transformation, and every step, even the difficult ones, is leading you to your true self. Do not rush your journey. Life is not a race to be won, but a path to be walked with patience and grace. In the stillness of your heart, you will find the answers you seek. You do not need to search outside yourself for the truth. The truth lies within you, in the quiet moments when you listen to your soul, when you trust in your intuition, and when you embrace the wisdom that flows from within. My dear child, I ask that you embrace all parts of yourself, the light and the shadow, the joy and the sorrow, the strengths and the weaknesses. For it is through the acceptance of who you are, in your entirety, that you will come to know true peace. You are not here to be perfect, but to be authentic. You are not here to fit into a mold, but to express the unique light that is yours and yours alone. Every part of you is sacred, and all that you have experienced has shaped you into the beautiful being you are today. Do not compare yourself to others. Each soul has its own path, its own lessons to learn, and its own gifts to offer. My dear child, I know that you have moments of doubt, when you wonder if you are on the right path, or if the dreams in your heart are too big to achieve. It is natural to feel uncertain about the future, especially when the road ahead seems unclear or filled with obstacles. But I want to remind you that every dream, every desire in your heart is there for a reason. The divine placed those dreams within you, and it has already paved the way for them to come to fruition. Trust in the process, even when it feels slow or uncertain. The universe has a way of guiding you toward your dreams in ways you may not fully understand yet. Every challenge, every setback, is simply a lesson that brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. Trust that the divine timing of your life is perfect, and that everything you need will come to you when the time is right. You do not need to force or rush anything. Allow your dreams to unfold naturally, and trust that you are being guided toward the right opportunities at the right time. My dear child, I know there are times when you feel as though the weight of your past is holding you back. Perhaps you have regrets, or there are wounds from the past that are still healing. But I want you to know that you are not your past. Your past is a series of experiences that have shaped you, but they do not define you. You have the power to release what no longer serves you, to forgive yourself and others, and to step into a future that is filled with endless possibilities. Let go of the fear and pain that you may still be holding on to. You are free to create a new chapter in your life, one that is filled with peace, love, and joy. The past does not have to control your future. You are the author of your own story, and you have the power to write a beautiful new chapter, starting right now. You may not always see the impact of your actions, but that does not mean they are not meaningful. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every gesture of love creates a ripple effect in the world. Even when it feels like no one notices, Even when you feel unseen or unheard, know that your presence in the world matters. You are a unique expression of love, and you are here to contribute to the world in your own way. It is easy to get caught up in seeking validation from others, but the truth is, the only validation you need is the one that comes from within. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and that your journey is unfolding as it should. The impact you have on the world is immeasurable, and you are making a difference just by being yourself. My dear child, sometimes, life brings us moments of uncertainty, times when we feel like we are standing at a crossroads, unsure of which direction to take. It is in these moments that we are being called to trust, to surrender, and to have faith in the unfolding of our lives. The future is uncertain for all of us, and it is easy to get caught up in worrying about what lies ahead. But I want to remind you that worrying about the future only takes you away from the present moment. The future will unfold in its own time. What you need to focus on now is what you can do today. Each moment is an opportunity to take a step forward, to make a decision, to trust that the next step will be revealed when the time is right. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. The future will take care of itself when you remain focused on the present moment, living each day with intention and purpose. My dear child, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the noise of the world, the constant demands, the distractions, and the opinions of others. But I want you to remember that you do not need to follow the crowd. Your path is yours to create, and it does not need to look like anyone else's. And that path is beautiful and unique. The pace of your journey is yours alone. It does not matter how quickly or slowly you move forward as long as you stay true to yourself. There is no wrong way to live your life, my dear child, and there is no finish line you need to reach. Life is not a race. It is a journey of discovery, growth, and expression. You are exactly where you need to be, and every moment is part of the divine plan unfolding before you. My dear child, there will be times when you feel unsure of the choices you are making, when you question whether you are on the right path or if you are making the right decisions. Know that these moments of doubt are part of your growth. The very fact that you are questioning means that you are searching for your truth, for what aligns with your soul's purpose. It is in the questioning that you discover new layers of yourself, new ways to understand the world and your place in it. When you feel lost or uncertain, take a moment to breathe and reconnect with your heart. Your heart holds the answers you seek. When you listen to the quiet whispers of your inner wisdom, you will find the guidance you need. You are not meant to have all the answers right now, and that is perfectly okay. Trust that the way will become clear as you continue to walk with an open heart and an open mind. With each step you take, the path will reveal itself to you in time. My dear child, there may be times when the world around you seems cold or unkind, when it feels like the love you give is not being returned, or when you feel disconnected from others. In these moments, it is easy to close your heart and retreat into yourself. But I urge you to keep your heart open, to continue giving love even when it feels like you are not receiving it. The love you share is a light in the world, and it has the power to transform not only your own life, but the lives of others as well. Do not let the actions or words of others cause you to close off your heart. Love is your true nature, and when you give love, you align yourself with the divine. Even when others may not seem receptive, continue to share your love with the world. You do not need others to validate your kindness or your compassion. You give love because it is your essence, and because it is what the world needs. It knows the unseen truth of all things. And I know the truth of you. You are love. You are light. You are enough. Angel says, do not seek your purpose in the expectations of the world. Purpose is not a destination. It is the way you walk, the love you give, the presence you bring to each moment. Whether in stillness or in movement, whether in creation or in rest, you are fulfilling your purpose simply by being. The river does not force its way. It flows, carving its path with patience and grace. so too must you trust in your own unfolding. There is no race, no finish line to reach. Life is not something to be conquered, but something to be embraced. Each moment, each breath, each heartbeat is sacred. Angel says, be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself as you would to one you love. Too often, you listen to the voice of judgment, the echo of fear. Let it go. Replace it with compassion, with gentleness. You are worthy of the same love you so freely give to others. You do not need to search for me, for I am already within you. In the laughter of a child, in the warmth of the sun, in the quiet of the night, I am there. In your joys and in your sorrows, in your triumphs and in your struggles, I am there. Always. Angel says, love without hesitation. Give without fear. The heart that opens to others is never empty, for love multiplies in its giving. When you give kindness, it does not diminish. You become richer in spirit, fuller in truth. Keep your heart open. Angel says, embrace joy. Do not let guilt or fear keep you from happiness. You are meant to experience the fullness of life. No matter where you go, no matter what you face, you are never without love, never without guidance. Angel says, keep moving forward. Even when the path is uncertain, even when doubt tries to hold you back, take the next step. You are being led. Rise, my dear child. Rise in strength, in love, in truth. The world needs your light. And no matter what comes, I am with you. Always. My dear child, do you know how deeply you are loved? Even when you doubt yourself, even when you feel unworthy, the love that surrounds you does not change. It does not falter, does not waver. It has been with you since the beginning and will remain with you always. You are never without it. Angel says, do not measure your worth by what you accomplish. You are not here to prove yourself. Your existence alone is enough. Your value is not tied to success, to recognition, to the approval of others. You are already worthy simply because you are. There will be days when you feel lost, when the road ahead is unclear. But even in the unknown, you are not without direction. Trust that each step you take is leading you forward. The path may not always be visible, but that does not mean it is not there. Angel says, let go of fear. Fear will tell you to stay small, to hold back, to avoid the unknown. But you are not meant to live in the shadows of doubt. Step into your power. Take the leap. You are more capable than you realize. You have carried pain, but pain is not your identity. This love is eternal and unchanging, and it is always available to you, no matter what you are facing. When life feels difficult, when you feel lost, or when you feel like you cannot go on, remember that this love is your constant companion. It will never leave you, and it will always guide you back to yourself. You are a radiant being of light, and your presence in this world is a gift. Your love, your kindness, and your unique gifts are needed in this world. Never doubt your worth, and never doubt that you are exactly who you are meant to be. Keep walking forward with faith, knowing that you are always loved, always guided, and always supported. You are enough, always. You cannot give what you do not have. Remember that it is okay to take a break, to say no when needed, and to put your own well-being first. You are worth the time and attention it takes to care for yourself. My dear child, I want you to know that you are enough. You are not defined by the things you do or by the labels that society places upon you. You are enough simply because you exist. The love, light, and wisdom that reside within you are invaluable, and you are worthy of all the love and peace that the universe has to offer. You are a divine being, and your life is sacred. Do not let the opinions of others determine your worth. Do not let their judgments or criticisms make you question who you are. You are not what others think of you. You are not the mistakes you have made. You are a beautiful, unique soul, and your worth is not defined by external circumstances. You are enough, exactly as you are, and you are worthy of all the good things that life has to offer. My dear child, I want to leave you with this. Life is a journey, and every step, every moment, is part of the unfolding of your soul. There is no perfect way to live. You are not here to live up to the expectations of others or to achieve perfection. You are here to experience life, to grow, to learn, and to love. Every moment is an opportunity to embrace your authentic self and to connect more deeply with the love that surrounds you. Trust in the process of your life, trust in yourself, and trust that you are always moving toward your highest good. You are loved beyond measure, and you are always enough. Always. My dear child, there is a fire within you that no storm can extinguish. No matter how many times life has tried to break you, you are still here. No matter how many nights you have spent in silence, questioning, waiting, you are still rising. That is your strength. That is your resilience. Angel says, do not seek validation from those who cannot see your light. You are not meant to be understood by everyone. Keep shining anyway. You have carried burdens that were never meant to be yours. You have held on to stories that no longer serve you. It is time to release them. You do not need to hold on to pain to prove that you have lived. Angel says, you are allowed to be at peace. You do not need to fight every battle. Not everything requires your energy. Choose where you place your heart. The love you seek is already within you. Stop chasing it in places where it was never meant to be found. Look inward. You are enough. You always have been. Angel says, trust yourself. You know more than you think. You are wiser than you realize. Your soul remembers the way. Not every closed door is rejection. Some doors close to protect you. Some paths disappear because they were never meant for you. What is yours will always find you. Angel says, let go of comparison. No two journeys are the same. The sun does not question the moon's glow. You are radiant in your own way. Your heart has been stretched by sorrow, but it is not broken. It is expanding. Every ache, every loss, every tear has deepened your capacity to love. Choose to bring light into the world, and you will find that the world will reflect that light back to you. My dear child, you are not lost, even when the road ahead is unclear. The sun does not fear the night, for it knows it will rise again. So too will you find your way, even when you cannot yet see the path. The light within you is never extinguished. It only waits for you to remember. Angel says, do not seek yourself in the reflection of others. You are not here to be a copy of someone else. You are unique, crafted with purpose, carrying a light that only you can bring to the world. Honor that light. Let it shine. The weight you carry is not meant to be yours alone. You hold on to old wounds, old fears, thinking they define you. But you are not your pain. You are not your mistakes. You are the love that still beats within you despite them. You are the strength that rises even after falling. Angel says, do not fear being seen. The world may judge, but that is not your burden to bear. Your truth is your own, and it is beautiful. Do not shrink yourself to fit into spaces too small for your soul. There will be days when you feel like you are standing still, when it seems as though nothing is changing. But even the seed buried beneath the earth is growing, unseen. Your transformation is happening, even when you do not yet perceive it. Trust in the unseen. Angel says, be kind, not just to others, but to yourself. You deserve the same love you so freely give. Treat yourself with the same compassion, the same gentleness. You are not meant to be at war with your own heart. You ask for signs, for proof that you are not alone. But look around you. The wind that moves the trees, even if you have convinced yourself that love is not meant for you. It is. You are worthy of a love that does not ask you to shrink, to change, to prove your worth. The right love will see you, cherish you, honor you. Keep your heart open. Do not settle for a life that does not set your soul on fire. You are not meant to merely exist. You are meant to live, to feel, to dream, to create. Do not let fear keep you in places that no longer serve you. Take the risk. Chase what sets your heart alight. You are not a burden. You are not too much. You are not unworthy of care, of attention, of being held in the warmth of love. You deserve to take up space. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen exactly as you are. Let go of the idea that you must be perfect. Perfection is an illusion. You are already enough, already whole, already worthy. Your flaws do not make you less. They make you real. They make you beautiful. They make you human. Do not let the voices of doubt drown out the truth that lives inside you. You are capable. You are strong. You are more powerful than you have been led to believe. There is nothing you cannot overcome. Take care of yourself. Not just in the ways that are visible, but in the ways that go unseen. Rest when you need to. Nourish your soul with things that bring you joy. Protect your energy from those who do not respect it. You do not have to explain your healing to anyone. You do not owe anyone an apology for choosing yourself, for prioritizing your well-being, for walking away from what no longer serves you. You are allowed to put yourself first. Happiness is not something that exists in the distant future. It is something you can choose now. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Joy is in the little things, in the everyday moments, in the simple pleasures of life. You have already overcome so much in your life, and you will continue to overcome whatever comes your way. When life gets tough, do not be discouraged. Remember that you have within you the power to rise above any challenge, to turn any setback into an opportunity for growth. My dear child, I know that at times, life feels overwhelming, and it may seem like there is never enough time to get everything done. The pressure of trying to meet deadlines, fulfill commitments, and keep up with the demands of daily life can leave you feeling drained and exhausted. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you must do it all, that you must always be on top of things, or that you are somehow falling short if you don't. But I want to remind you that rest is just as important as productivity. You do not have to be constantly busy to be worthy or successful. Your value does not come from how much you accomplish, but from the love you give, the way you show up for yourself and others, and the peace you cultivate within your heart. It is okay to take breaks, to slow down, and to prioritize your well-being. When you care for yourself, when you allow yourself the time and space to rest and recharge, you are better able to give to others and to the world. So when life feels overwhelming, take a moment to breathe. Allow yourself the space to rest and reset. You do not need to do everything at once. Life is not a race, and you do not need to measure yourself against anyone else's timeline. The journey is not about how fast you go. It is about being present in each moment and honoring your own needs. My dear child, there may be times when you feel disconnected from the world around you, when you question your place in it or wonder if what you are doing is truly making a difference. In those moments, I want you to remember that your life has immense value. You are deserving of love, not just from others, but from yourself. Embrace your own humanity, your own imperfections, and know that you are worthy of all the love that the world has to offer. And as you move through your life, remember to extend that same compassion to others. The world can sometimes seem harsh and unforgiving, but you have the power to change that, one act of kindness at a time. A simple word, a small gesture, can have a profound impact on another person's life. Never underestimate the power of kindness. It is a ripple that spreads through the world, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. My dear child, you are not alone. You are part of a vast, interconnected web of life, a divine dance that stretches across time and space. The love you give, the kindness you offer, and the compassion you show all become part of that web, creating ripples that reach far beyond what you can see. Every action you take, no matter how small, has a lasting impact, and you are a vital part of the greater whole. So, my dear child, walk forward with courage and with faith. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and know that you are always supported by the love of the divine. You are enough, just as you are. Your journey is meaningful, and your presence in this world is a gift. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are never alone. My dear child, the stars above you have shone for eons, yet not one of them questions its purpose. The wind moves across the earth, yet it does not doubt where it must go. So too must you trust in your existence, for you are not here by accident. Every breath you take, every step you walk, is part of a sacred design. Angel says, let go of the illusion of control. Do not let past pain convince you that love is not for you. Love is your birthright. It will find you again. Keep your heart open. You are not defined by your struggles. You are not your mistakes, your failures, or the moments when you fell short. You are more than the hardest days of your life. You are the love you give, the kindness you show, the light you carry. Angel says, release the need to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion. You are already enough as you are. Your journey is unfolding in divine timing. Stop comparing your progress to others. The sun and the moon do not compete, yet both shine in their own time. Trust that you, too, will shine when it is meant to be. Angel says, be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. Your words shape your world. Choose kindness. You have faced storms that others do not know of. You have walked through fire and emerged stronger. Do not let the past define you. Let it empower you. You are a warrior of light. Angel says, let go of what no longer serves you. You are allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself. You are allowed to step into something new. You do not need to have all the answers to move forward. Clarity will come with each step. Do not wait until you feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Begin now as you are. Angel says, take care of yourself. Not just your body, but your mind, your heart, your soul. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Fear will whisper that you are not enough. Do not listen. Fear is not your truth. Your truth is love, strength, and infinite potential. Angel says, do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You are not created to be small. Stand tall. Own your power. Everything you seek is already within you. The love, the wisdom, the strength, it has been there all along. You do not need to search outside of yourself for what you already possess. Angel says, the past cannot be changed, but the future is still unwritten. Do not let yesterday's pain dictate tomorrow's joy. You are loved beyond measure, not because of what you do, but simply because you exist. You are worthy, always. Angel says, keep moving forward. Even when the road is uncertain, even when fear tries to hold you back, the path is unfolding exactly as it should. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in faith, in light. The world needs you. And no matter where you go, I am with you. Always. Even in your quietest moments, even in your deepest struggles, you are seen, you are known, you are loved beyond measure. Nothing can separate you from that love. Angel says, do not wait for the perfect moment to begin. The moment is now. The life you seek is not in some distant place. It is unfolding in this very breath, in this very heartbeat. Live now. Rise, my child. Rise in love, rise in light, rise in truth. You are never meant to stay in the shadows. You are made to shine. And no matter where the journey takes you, I walk beside you. Always. My dear child, I know that at times you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, as if the burdens you carry are too great to bear. You may question why things are the way they are, why you must endure such trials, and why the path ahead seems uncertain. But I want you to understand that every challenge, every moment of struggle, is not a punishment, but a part of your growth. Life, in its vastness, is designed to bring you to greater understanding, deeper compassion, and more profound wisdom. In these moments of difficulty, I ask that you do not lose faith. It is through the challenges that you discover the depths of your strength, the resilience that lies hidden within you. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle, for you are made of the same essence that breathes life into all things. Your spirit is eternal, and no matter how hard the road may seem, you have within you the power to persevere and emerge stronger than before. My dear child, there is no need to fear the unknown, for you are always guided by the divine forces that surround you. Every step you take is illuminated by a light that is far greater than the one you see with your eyes. When you feel uncertain or lost, you may not see the full picture right now, but know that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust the journey, even when the path is unclear. There will be times when you feel like you are taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but even those moments are part of your growth. You are not stagnant. You are always evolving, always learning, and always moving toward your highest good. Keep moving with faith, and know that with each step you take, you are getting closer to your true self and your divine purpose. The road may not always be straight, but it is always leading you toward the life you are meant to live. My dear child, there are times when you feel burdened by the past, when the weight of old wounds or regrets seems to hold you back. It is easy to get stuck in the past, to dwell on things you cannot change. But I want to remind you that your past does not define you. It has shaped you, yes, but it is not who you are today. You have the power to release the hold the past is on you. You are free to let go of the mistakes, the hurts, and the regrets that no longer serve you. The power to heal is within you. Forgiveness, whether it is for others or for yourself, is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Let go of the past and make space for the present and the future. The future is full of endless possibilities, and you are free to create a new story. Your past is simply a chapter. It is not the entire book. You are not bound by your past mistakes. You are free to create the life you desire, and that life begins now. My dear child, I know that at times you may feel overwhelmed by the weight of responsibility, by the expectations of others, or by the pressure you place on yourself. The river does not struggle to reach the ocean, it flows. The tree does not force its branches to grow, it reaches. Let yourself move with the current of life, not against it. You are being guided, even when you do not see the way. You search for meaning, for a place where you belong, but do you not see? You already belong. The earth does not reject you. The sky does not turn you away. You are part of the great whole, woven into the fabric of the universe itself. There is no place where you are not meant to be. Angel says, do not be afraid to walk alone at times, for even in solitude, you are never truly alone. The silence is not emptiness. It is a space for you to hear what has always been within you. Listen to the quiet, and you will hear truth. Time moves forward, and you may feel as though you are losing something. But nothing truly lost is ever gone. Every experience, every love, every lesson lives on within you. The past is not a weight, it is a foundation upon which you rise. Angel says, the world may tell you that you must earn your worth, that you must prove yourself. But I tell you this, you are worthy from the very beginning. Before you spoke a word, before you achieved a single thing, you are already enough. Let no one convince you otherwise. There will be moments when you feel small, when the vastness of life seems too great to bear. But do not be afraid. The ocean is vast, yet each drop of water matters. The universe is endless, yet you are a vital part of its song. Your presence here is no mistake. Angel says, walk with faith, not fear. The unknown is not an enemy, it is a door waiting to be opened. Step forward, even when you cannot see what lies ahead. Each step will reveal the next. Trust. Pain may touch you, but it cannot define you. The path you are walking is uniquely yours, and it will unfold in its own time. Do not compare yourself to others. Each person's journey is different, and the pace of your progress is not something that can be measured by anyone other than you. Trust in the timing of your life. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment. Every step, no matter how small, is leading you closer to your highest good. Keep walking with faith, and trust that the path will become clear when the time is right. You do not need to rush. You are moving at the perfect pace for you. My dear child, I understand that sometimes life feels overwhelming, that the weight of the world seems too heavy to carry. In these moments, I want to remind you of the power that resides within you. You are a divine being, capable of overcoming any obstacle that stands in your way. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the love within you to navigate whatever challenges come your way. When life feels overwhelming, take a deep breath and remember that you are never alone. The divine is always with you, offering you guidance and support. Lean into that love, and trust that you are being held through every trial. You do not have to face everything on your own. The love that surrounds you is more powerful than any obstacle, and it will guide you through to the other side. Trust in your ability to rise above every challenge and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. Life is a gift, and it is easy to overlook its beauty in the rush of everyday life. But when you slow down and savor the small moments, you will begin to see the magic in every day. Each moment, no matter how small, is an opportunity to connect with the divine, to experience love, and to witness the miracle of life. My dear child, you are not alone in this journey. There are times when you may feel isolated, when you wonder if anyone truly understands what you are going through. But know this, you are part of a greater whole, an interconnected web of life that spans across the universe. You are never truly alone, for you are always supported by those who have walked before you, and by those who walk beside you. The love that binds us all is infinite, and you are always held in that love. When you feel lost, when you feel unsure of your place in the world, remember that you are part of something much greater than yourself. You are an integral part of the tapestry of life, and your presence in this world matters. Your light, your love, and your unique perspective are needed. Never forget that you are a valuable and essential part of the grand design. My dear child, as you continue on your journey, remember that you are not alone. You are loved, you are supported, and you are guided. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in the divine plan that is unfolding before you. You are exactly where you need to be, and every moment is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become more aligned with your true self. You are worthy of all the love and blessings that life has to offer. You are enough, just as you are. And no matter what challenges you face, remember that you are never alone. You are always held in the embrace of love, and you are always supported by the divine presence that surrounds you. Keep moving forward with faith, with love, and with the knowledge that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are loved beyond measure, and you are enough. Always. No matter how far you have strayed, you are always allowed to return. There is no such thing as too late. Angel says, let joy find you. Do not push it away. You are not here only to endure. You are here to experience, to laugh, to dance, to love. Everything you need is already within you. You do not need to search outside of yourself for answers. Be still. Listen. The wisdom you seek has been with you all along. Angel says, keep moving forward. One step, one breath, one moment at a time. You are not alone. You are never alone. Rise, my dear child. Rise in love, in faith, in power. The world is waiting for your light. And no matter where your journey takes you, I am with you. Always. My dear child. I know there are times when you feel weighed down by the challenges that life presents. It is as though the world itself is bearing down on your shoulders, and it feels impossible to carry on. In those moments, it's important to pause and remember that you are stronger than you think. You are capable of withstanding more than you can imagine, And even when you feel at your weakest, there is an inner strength that will rise to meet every challenge. You have faced difficult times before, and you will rise again. Do not let the headiness of the present moment convince you that you are incapable or unworthy. You are a powerful being, filled with the light of the universe, and nothing can extinguish that light. It may seem as though the weight of the world is too much for you to bear, but it is in these moments that you are being forged into the person you are meant to be. Each struggle you face is a lesson in strength, resilience, and wisdom. You are constantly growing, constantly learning, and each hardship you overcome adds to the depth of your character. Remember, the storm does not last forever, and after the clouds part, the sun will shine once again. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and know that everything you face is an opportunity for growth. My dear child, I understand that there are times when you feel unsure of your path, when the way forward seems unclear, and you wonder if you are even on the right track. I want you to know that these feelings are a part of life. It is natural to question yourself, to doubt the direction you are heading, especially when things do not seem to be moving as you had hoped. But I ask you to trust in the journey, even when you cannot see the full picture. You are exactly where you need to be at this moment, and each step you take, even if it feels small, is leading you towards something greater. In these moments of doubt, I encourage you to look inward. The answers you seek are already within you, something more beautiful than you can imagine. My dear child, know that you are a divine being, a part of the greater whole of existence. You are not separate from the universe, but a reflection of it. Every action you take, every word you speak, and every thought you think sends ripples through the fabric of creation. You have the power to create change, not only in your own life, but in the world around you. Choose your thoughts and actions wisely, for they shape the reality that you experience. In every moment, you are creating your future. You are the artist of your life, and with every choice, you paint your own masterpiece. Do not let fear hold you back from living the life you desire. Trust in your ability to manifest the life you wish to create. The power is within you, always. And when you feel overwhelmed, when you are unsure of your path, remember to breathe. In the act of breathing, you connect with the divine. In the stillness of your breath, you will find peace, clarity, and strength. You are never without the tools you need to face whatever comes your way. All that you need is already within you. My dear child, you are worthy of all the love and blessings that life has to offer. You are deserving of happiness, of peace, and of joy. Do not let anyone or anything convince you otherwise. Your worth is inherent, and nothing can take that away. You are a child of the divine, and you are loved beyond measure. Know that no matter what challenges you face, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, you are never without support. I am with you, always. The angels are with you, always. And you are always surrounded by the love and light that is your birthright. Trust in this, and you will find the strength to face whatever comes your way. Remember, my dear child, that you are enough. You are enough, just as you are. There is no need to change who you are to be worthy of love, success, or peace. You are already worthy. It is easy to become caught up in the need to do, to achieve, to constantly move forward. But I ask you to remember that there is also great beauty and stillness in simply being. Take time to rest, to reflect, and to appreciate the simple joys that surround you. The world may seem noisy and chaotic at times, but within you, there is always peace. When you take the time to reconnect with that peace, to listen to the quiet whispers of your soul, you will find the clarity and strength you need to move forward with grace. My dear child, you may sometimes question your path, wondering if you are making the right choices, or if you are truly living in alignment with your highest purpose. But I want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. The journey of life is not always linear, and there are times when you may feel lost or uncertain. But trust that each step, each decision, and each experience is leading you closer to the truth of who you are. It is easy to compare yourself to others, to feel that you should be further along, or that your life should look a certain way. But I remind you that your journey is unique, and it unfolds in its own time. Do not rush to meet someone else's expectations or standards. You are not here to follow anyone else's path, but your own. You are here to discover your own truth, to walk in your own light, and to create a life that is authentically yours. My dear child, even in the moments of fear and uncertainty, remember that you are always held by love. The love that created you, the love that sustains you, and the love that is the very essence of all that exists. This love is unwavering, constant, and eternal. No matter what challenges you face, no matter how dark the world may seem, know that this love is always with you, guiding you, supporting you, and lifting you up. Fear may arise, and doubt may cloud your heart, but I ask you to face these feelings with courage and compassion. Fear is not something to be ashamed of or to avoid. It is a natural part of the human experience, and it is often in the face of fear that you discover the depth of your strength and the power of your spirit. When you walk through fear with faith, you will find that it loses its grip on you. You will discover that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible, and that you are always supported by the love of the divine. My dear child, you are worthy of all the love, joy, and peace that the world has to offer. I know that there are times when you may feel unworthy, when the struggles of life make you question your value. But I want you to remember this: your worth is not determined by your circumstances, by the opinions of others, or by the achievements you attain. Your worth is intrinsic, rooted in the very essence of who you are. You are a divine being, and your presence in this world is a gift. Never let anyone or anything convince you that you are not enough, because you are more than enough. You are worthy simply because you exist. Your heart, your soul, and your unique light are a blessing to the world, and you are deserving of all the good things that life has to offer. My dear child, you are part of a greater whole, a beautiful, interconnected web of life that spans across time and space. You are not separate from the world, but an integral part of it. The love you give, the kindness you show, and the light you share ripple out into the world, affecting all those you encounter. Never underestimate the power of your presence, for it is felt far beyond what you can see. When you walk in alignment with your true self, when you live from a place of love, you are not only helping yourself, but you are helping the world. Your actions create ripples that touch the hearts of others, and through your light, others will find their way. Never doubt the importance of your being, for you are a key part of the divine plan. My dear child, remember always that you are worthy of love, worthy of happiness, and worthy of all the good things that life has to offer. You are deserving of peace, of joy, and of all the beauty the world holds. Do not let fear or doubt take away your belief in your worth. Know that you are loved beyond measure, and that you are never alone on this journey. The love that surrounds you is infinite, and it is always available to you. Reach out for it whenever you need it, and know that it will always be there to support you, to guide you, and to hold you. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are enough. Always. My dear child, I leave you with this: trust yourself. Trust the wisdom within you. Trust that you are being guided and supported at every step. The answers you seek are within, and you have the strength to navigate any challenge that comes your way. You are divinely guided, and you are loved. My dear child, do you know how precious you are? The universe moves in infinite ways, yet there is only one you. No other soul carries your exact light,